I never claimed that I'm the best. I'm just number one. I'm not the best trader in the world. I'm not the best educator in the world. I'm not the best businessman in the world. I'm just number one. That the 9-to-5 lifestyle that they're selling everybody, it doesn't work. Because at the end of the day, when you retire at so-called, 65, you still don't have enough. Right now, you see everything that they're doing to hide the Epstein files. To dodge the Epstein files because of billionaires who are on there, they give us UFO alien disclosure.
I think you said it earlier, was a distraction to something else, or do you think it's more of like a cover-up of COVID or like the Epstein?
The biggest cover-up was the Disney cruise with all of the child and all of the child porn at the exact same time. You don't have a lot of time. And what people fail to realize, the only thing that activates focus is urgency. Only way to get around that is thinking outside of the box and not get caught up in the noise. So you have to have a purpose. You got to have a mission. You got to have a why that is bigger than your children. My mom was telling me, you going out there in Kentucky? Well, you better make sure you take care of yourself. Get you some medicine, do this, do that. I'm like, Mama, I don't get sick. I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that shit. So, bro, have you ever heard about the blue people of Kentucky?
What's up, family? Welcome back to the Double Down Podcast, and I'm your host, DeAndre Woodson. And today I have an extraordinary guest joining me, Jesse Lawrence, also known as Mr. Holistic. Now, if you haven't heard of Jesse, he's a powerhouse in the entrepreneurial world. He's a top educator on daytime trading, a digital media sensation with a massive following on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and YouTube. But he's not just about finance. Jesse has built a global line rooted in minerals and holistic healing, and he's fearless voice on social issues and the future of wealth building. So whether you're here to learn about investing, holistic well-being, or how to stay resilient in today's world, this is the episode for you. Let's double down on the insights with Mr. Holistic.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Man, I'm so excited about this one. One, I'm going to just let you know, I did a poll for my followers in the audience on Instagram. Yeah. And I asked them, who do you want me to bring back? Like, who do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
And you are number one.
You know what I be telling people? I said, I never claimed that I'm the best. I'm just number one.
There it is, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I always say, I'm not the best trader in the world. I'm not the best educator in the world. I'm not the best businessman in the world. I'm just fucking number one.
That's it.
Say what you want.
And it was by a landslide. That's what I'm going to tell you. Like, I thought it was shocking. I knew you were entertaining, right?
Yes.
So I was like, okay, maybe they want to come for entertainment. So I threw up another poll and I asked them, like, what do you want to see? What do you want to hear from him? What do you want us to talk about? It wasn't entertainment. They really just like the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, but they wanted to hear the real deal stories. Like, the one I got the most was they wanted you to elaborate on like the Argentina's, the bank going down and people dying in the street when you were playing ball overseas.
Yes.
So if you don't mind, let's circle back. Let's jump into that one first, and then let's kick it off.
Let's get it.
Let's get
it. So you're talking, you make my knees hurt going back. So you're talking like 2002 going to like 2003, Argentina, I think right a year before that, they already had filed bankrupt. And when you start seeing a country go bankrupt, I'm from Arkansas originally, but I live here. So I ain't never even thought that was even possible.
Right.
At this point, I'm like, I don't even know what really like bankrupt really means and what it's consisted of. But all I knew was they came on the news and started saying that we're no longer going to use taxpayers' money. We're going to use the people's deposits. And I had money in the bank. So I thought, normally I don't even really truly care about the news, but when it evolves your spirit feels it. And you're just like, I don't know what, and they were saying in Spanish, and I'm brand new at Spanish at that point. So I'm just like, entiendo mucho, but habla un poquito. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm only talking to the ladies. You see what I'm saying? Like, none es that mujeres. I'm only talking to the ladies. So when I just hear this and I'm just like, talking to my translator, I'm like, bro, what does that even mean? And he says, yo, the banks are going to use depositors' funds to save themselves versus using the tax, basically getting money from the government.
Right.
And then the shit just hit the fan. The shit just hit the fan so fast. Literally so fast. So the team, they refused to pay, but they were cool though, because they were giving us kind of like an option. You can stay or you can go. And for me, like I said, at that point in time in my career, I already had 2 kids. This was like love for me. You see what I'm saying? Like this was the love. So I chose the love of basketball to stay and just see would they pay. They never paid. They never paid. And we kept playing for a little bit, but then the country was just in so much chaos. So much chaos. And like I said, you were seeing people literally like going into the banks and like refusing to leave the banks when the banks and doors are not even open. Mm-hmm. So it even brings to a point you go, they did they triggered the Dodd Act.
Yep.
In 2008 here.
There we go.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So when people start thinking that, oh, that's Argentina, I'm like, yo, bro, that's not too far-fetched from here.
Right.
It's already in place. So if some real shit like really truly pop off, they're going to do the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. Hence the reason why I started being like going to get into that digital world and literally like not being hesitant, not being scared, not being like so fearful that the government can control it or they can just shut it off to the point where you just don't move. And then I started telling people, even now I started saying it's like trying and is like not failure.
Not at all.
You understand that?
Nope.
And it's not trying, which is like failure. And so I said, what if everybody is right? Because you got to understand, we're from the country. So I'm like dealing with dinosaurs to the people that I'm actually getting financial advice from. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So okay. Imagine I'm dealing with individuals who financially are not even at the level I am, but spiritually they got the respect from me. So I go to them first. My old pastor, my mom, my dad, my uncles, my cousins. And I'm like, it comes to a point where you're going to have to realize that you're going to have to start looking up for advice versus looking down. And that's not even like a negative play. It's just like the education, the information. They can only advise you from where they are financially or where their frequency and vibration lies. Right. And when you're trying to elevate above where you are, or trying to have more than what you were raised in, it's like you have to seek out so much different information. So that drove me to going like, I never want to get caught into a situation where the bank takes my deposit and that's all I got.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? No, and that absolutely. Made me, and for me, I'm a monster, bro. So it's like, I want it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want it fucking all, bro. Yep. So I'm like, all right, what is this? What is that? What is this? And around about 2008, 2009, bro, I'm already dibbling and dabbling into things where to the point where I'm just like, what is next? Okay. So I'm already into the stock game. I'm already putting money over here. And I'm like putting in CDs at that point. We flipping houses. We land flipping. We're doing all of these different things. But at the same time, it's like you're still dealing with the banks.
100%.
And then I was in India. Imagine this. I was in India. I had 2 international kickboxing gyms over there. Wow. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. So I've been in multi-businesses. I'm in Hyderabad, India. In 2009, I get there 2008, 2009, I'm there. I have a gym in Film Nagar, almost close to like Jubilee Hills, called Annapurna Studio. Imagine this, in Annapurna Studios in Hyderabad. And I have a guy named Deepu Reddy, comes in there. He's probably like one of my 5th student of that day. And he brings these little black boxes in there. And he says, sir, do you mind if I plug these little black boxes up in your gym? Because at my apartment, there's no way I can like power them at my apartment. We don't have enough power there. And I know you have 24-hour power because you're at the studios where they shoot all the movies. Mm. So I was like, you know what? This guy's cool. He's paying me pretty good. Of course you can plug these black boxes. And they look like just regular, like little black boxes. So I ain't pay no different. Almost about 2 months, these little black boxes are back there. And then the manager of the studios come by and he said, can I talk to you for a second? I was like, sure. And I was like, what's up? He was like, we have to check some wires in your gym because for some odd reason, your electric bill then jumped up to like $600 US.
Dang. Okay.
Now to have a $600 US electric bill in India is like unheard of.
Yeah. To put it into perspective, we barely touch that in Vegas when it's 120. You know what I mean?
So if you do calculation, imagine it was 52 rupees to the dollar. Mm. So imagine when he bring this rupee bill of $600 US times 50 rupees. No. I'm like, oh, hell no, bro. What the fuck? What is really going on? And then so he starts looking and the guy tells me it's those black boxes.
Yeah.
So I called Deepu and I said, yo, Deepu, bro, I got the managers guys over here. They're saying these black boxes are using too much energy and I need to unplug them. And he started going, he was like, bro, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, sir. Please, 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 don't unplug them. Please don't unplug them. He's telling me like this, bro. I'm like, bro, that's a $600 bill. And I know your ass ain't got $600. So in fact, they already unplugged. And he started cussing, started going off. And now I'm like getting pissed, and I'm just like, bro, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, he's like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Don't touch my fucking boxes. He's like talking to me like this, bro. The guy gets there and he like jumps on my ass. He like jumps on me. He's like starts fucking scratching me. So I like, bow, I give him one. Boom, knock him down. I go grab the boxes. I throw the boxes on his ass, kick him out. I have security, everything. Kick his ass out. This is 2009. 3 years later, I'm sitting in my loft in Bombay, coming from a trip in Nasik, and I see Deepu Radio on the fucking news. And I'm just like, it's fucking Deepu. What the hell he's up there doing? This fucker then found the sponsorship, and those 2 black boxes was the original Bitcoin mining devices in 2009 that I had access to in my gym. And he tells a story of his success of a dumb fighter from America that had no clue of what he had, unplugged him, disrespected him, threw him out the gym, and now this fucking guy has 2 planes, bro.
Yeah. Billions.
Billions, bro. Billions. So this is like my start of like, everybody has a Bitcoin story. Wow. Everybody has a story where they go, bro, if I knew what I knew now when I found out about Bitcoin, I would have bought then.
Yeah, I'm going to be real, bro. Nobody has a Bitcoin story now. After you just told that story, ain't no one have a Bitcoin story.
Because I'm old school, bro. So I go back. So most people are coming into Bitcoin and crypto 2016, 2017.
Yep.
I've been hearing about it since it came out. I remember when the guy spent I think it was like $2 million in Bitcoin on pizzas. Wow. Because it was like monopoly money. And nobody thought he could use it, and he used it. So I've been living off of Bitcoin for almost going on 7 years now. And people are like, oh, if it's not real, I can't touch it, and I'm not going to invest in it. Bro, what are you talking about? You already fucking tapping and paying.
Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Deviant Consultations, we're here to guide you, complete white glove service every step of the way. Whether you're starting your credit repair journey or you're looking to get business funding, we've got your back. Go ahead and screenshot or click the QR code below and schedule your discovery call with the team. Let's make your dreams come true together.
All right. So we're living in a society where you got dinosaurs, uneducated dinosaurs with money working in a financial system that is not going to literally benefit them in the end. And because you can see it to the eye. You go into any box store right now, who is at the door? Your senior citizens.
Yep, 100%.
So that shows you that the 9-to-5 lifestyle that they're selling everybody, it doesn't work. Because at the end of the day, when you retire at so-called 65?
Yeah.
You still don't have enough.
You part-time at Walmart.
You a greeter. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You forcing masks on people's face during COVID.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're that guy.
Yeah. You're checking a receipt.
Bro. You're checking receipts. You're like, you're breaking constitutional rights. You're like putting yourself in danger at the door at Walmart.
Right.
You see, and imagine those fucking greeters are aggressive. Bro, they're aggressive.
Bro.
I told the guy the other day, I was like, bro, I don't have to show you my receipt. Yeah. And he was like, well, if you don't show me your receipt, you're not going nowhere. And I'm like, dude, you're on crutches. Bro, I would kick one of your legs off of you right now.
Just one.
Just one. One small leg kick, bro. I would ruin your grandson.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what are you talking about right now? But they're aggressive as hell. They're dead ass serious for their jobs. But that just goes back into like, from that moment, I've been so keen on like just being diverse. So no matter what goes on, because the government is such like I always say, man, I'm a man of the people. Okay. I love the people, but I truly don't fuck with the government. I can't stand the governments.
You touched on it for a second in Argentina, and then in 2008, Obama signed that, right?
Yeah.
Saying the Dodd Act. Do you think that it's a possibility that it could happen here for us as well, where what it really is like you become an unsecured creditor for the government?
100%.
Instead of doing bailouts, it's a bail-in.
100%.
And that's what the Dodd Act is essentially. So that's what he signed of like everyone. And in case people aren't familiar, it's when we don't have money anymore. They do technically have money because we've all put our money in the institutions and in the banks. So they don't have to go print anymore. They just take it from us.
Amen.
And it's a bail-in. I know the foundation has been set, and it's been set now for 18 years. My math is correct.
Yeah.
Do you think it is a possibility for it to happen here, like what you saw over there?
I don't think it'll happen to that extreme.
Okay.
I think it'll happen more of a like a transition.
Meaning
like kind of like how when you had the debit card and then people started saying like the malfunction of the barcode, and then all of a sudden they sent you a new debit card, it had a chip in it.
Yeah.
Then the chip started malfunctioning and they basically sent you the same debit card with antennas on it. Now you can tap. I think they're going to transition into like something like that. And then that requires you to have more of a biometric, more digital control of individuals.
Got you.
So I think they're not going to go more for our money. They're going to go more for our biometrics.
Okay.
And then threaten us through biometrics that we can't get to our money.
Do you think it could be like, I don't know if you've watched it or whatever. There's the show Black Mirror on Netflix. They do something. There's an episode where it's like social credits. So like if you hang out with me and I'm low on the social credit score, like a credit score, but social credit score.
They do this in China, by the way.
Oh, they do this?
They do this in China already.
Like
the social credit score?
Yeah.
So China have all of the CCC cams.
Okay.
And you know how when you go to Walmart sometimes you see like the yellow boxes on people's head? Mm-hmm. Where they have yellow, green, and red.
Wow.
Yellow, green, and red. Yellow is like mid credit score, the 500 to 600s and stuff like that.
Yep.
The greens are like the 750s, the Good Samaritans, the people with jobs, people who have this. But the reds are the guys who have like they're jaywalking, they have debt and stuff like that. So there are, and imagine this, China is already digital for almost like 6 years now.
Damn.
They're already tapping. They're not using cash over there. They're pretty like they're all digital.
So they do this already over there, where like you can't hang out with this person, and if you
not
do,
necessarily like that.
Okay.
But it's more like
you wouldn't be allowed like on the train or
100%,
something. Okay.
100%.
If you're low on the social,
100%.
Things you can and cannot do.
You're not going to get access.
Got it.
This is how they're controlling like the access of things right now. And so that's like the beginning phase. You see what I'm saying? So, and I always tell people like, the government is like slick, like, you know what I'm saying? They like pimps. You see what I'm saying? Like
break that down for me.
Yeah. These motherfuckers like
because I know some cool
you know
pimps.
What I'm saying? Because you start wondering like, bro, how you got this badass chick out here working for you on the strip and you got 2 gold teeth and missing 4-5 teeth? Like, how is that even possible? It's the way they talk. It's the manipulation. Yeah. It's the persuasion. It's the propaganda. Yeah. So it's like right now you see everything that they're doing to hide the Epstein files.
I didn't know if we were going to get there tonight, but
we already there.
Yeah.
Imagine how serious it is to dodge the Epstein files because of billionaires who are on there. They give us UFO alien disclosure. Mm-hmm. Now imagine this. So let me say this wide open as a firm believer in Jesus Christ and my Lord and my Savior. Like it says also in the good book, I am no Bible thumper, but it said you shouldn't even entertain these things because these things are all through the Bible.
Right.
And it said you should not entertain them. So God, please forgive me because we finna entertain their ass tonight. We've been entertaining their ass tonight. So imagine this, bro. Someone makes the decision to not disclose this, but disclose that. And to the point, you don't hear no chatter about it. Like if you really just sit back and just think right now, ain't nobody talking about the UFOs. Ain't nobody talking about the alien disclosure. Ain't nobody talking about none of this shit. Mm-mm. When Charlie Kirk died, everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, it's huge.
When January 6th happened, everybody was talking about it. George Floyd, everybody's talking about it. ICE, everybody's talking about it. But now aliens out, that shows you that people have lost faith in the system.
Right.
Because now you got these same lying-ass individuals that sold us COVID, that sold us vaccines, telling us about aliens. Like your credit is not there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I get
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so what they're saying on TV is not moving the viewers.
Got it.
So imagine how far they go. They give us the hantavirus or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. Saying it's coming from rodents when people in New York living around rodents they hold like forever.
Doesn't make no sense.
Don't make no sense. So you see that they're reaching for reaction.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because before COVID, Do you realize what they showed us before COVID to start the fear?
Before COVID, start the fear.
Like right, like a month before they start talking about like COVID. Oh, you got to be wary. It's a sickness. They showed us Chinese people falling dead on the middle of the street.
Yeah, you're right.
They showed us that. You see? Now, like, boom, just dying just straight on the street. And you're just like, bro, what the fuck? I guess I might put me a mask on. This shit could be serious. And then they start saying, oh, man, we got cases here. Next year, you start realizing, bro, they lying like a motherfucker. They lying. Because their frequency is changing, their color is changing, their energy is changing. But at the same time, I start realizing, like, the Argentina situation made me really, truly realize that they will really pull out things to distract you, to usher in new systems. Right. So for those who are watching, everything that they're disclosing right here, right now, is literally to usher in a new system. And that new system is digital.
Got you.
And that's where I go, say whatever the hell you want to say, do whatever the hell you want to do. But if you're not diversifying yourself and getting educated in the new digital system, then you will be walking in a line at a FEMA camp. Like this is going to be the facts. Because every time you see a natural disaster or a government man-made as disaster, which we cannot say, but I'm just saying, they create these things. Who coming to save everybody? FEMA.
Can Jesse, Mr. Holistic, Jesse, whatever you want me to, can I ask you, like, what is your background, your nationality, and then you've already said, like, your religious beliefs, just so I could set the tone and the foundation of, like, who are you to get this version of this man to, like, think the way that he does? You know what I mean? Like, just to set the tone.
Well, if I just go back, I mean, I'm originally from Little Rock, Arkansas, North Little Rock, Arkansas. So my family, my dad's a truck driver, my mom's a housewife. So I come from a really good background. Like my mom and dad still together. They're married almost 47 years. Shout out to my parents. Shout out to my pops. Yep. My pops is by far the best man I ever met in my life. Like far stability, willpower, consistency. Man drove a truck his whole life, still drives the trucks, almost retired. They have no reason why he should be driving trucks, but he does it. Right. Take care of his mom. So he gives me real deal footprints to follow. Okay. And because I'm who I am as far as energy wise, I wanted the opposite of that. Because that's how we kind of like grow up. Because it's like, if my dad has one wife, I want 10. You know, it's like I want 10. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this in the truck. I don't want this going to work at the same. I wanted something new. So I stuck to basketball. Okay. So no matter what I was doing, I was always putting up basketball, always putting up things like that. So as you ask, like, I'm a black guy, as if you want to be talking color. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I always tell people I'm a country-ass black man from North Little Rock, Arkansas. There we go. That just done traveled the world. Okay. And because by traveling the world, it allowed me to put myself around different people. There it is. And by putting myself around different people, it allowed me to shape different narratives where if I was just at home, I would have one like tunnel vision. And that's why I think is like any young man that is right here, right now, that is working his ass out, man, the first thing you need to go do is go get you a passport. Go get you a passport and go see how other men are living. Because let me tell you, the most shocking place I've ever been was India. And when I was in India, I met 22-year-old like millionaires. Damn. That was married already for like 4 years. Yeah. And I'm over there as an athlete, as a businessman, like, and I'm going, the hell, I ain't got money like that. How he 22 years old with a business, a wife, a kid, a Bentley? Like, and that's when I started realizing as I stayed over there and I started getting educated in their culture, I said, yo, India is poor, but Indians are not. Because you have more millionaires over there than you have in America. And it's not because there's so many more people. It's just that they're that more advanced. Yep. Whereas over here, no matter if you're a nurse, no matter if you're a doctor, no matter if you're a lawyer, no matter if you are, say, a trainer or whatever whatever it is, we all went through the same school system. Right. So it's all being produced the same thing, the 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? So what I never wanted to do was the 9 to 5. Never. Okay. I said, no, bro, I'm going to sign the front of the checks. So when I became an athlete, the only reason why I was unsatisfied as an athlete is because I was consistently signing the back of the check. Gotcha. And when I started signing on the front of the check, the numbers changed drastically. Let me tell you, it wasn't basketball money at first, but the satisfaction was like unbelievable when I wrote like my first little construction check, or I started paying people. And I saw, oh man, what do I need to do to keep this energy?
Gotcha.
And that's why you got to be well diverse. So I started diversifying myself by opening up different businesses and doing different things back in the day. But at the end of the day, I go through the Argentina situation, and now I'm going, yo, bro, it's time to literally like start being more diverse, because if this shit's happened over there in Arkansas or happening just in America, period, bro, you're talking about the people who live in the land of just enough is finna get jacked up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where it just like, you just dive in and just basically just that self-education. And I don't go self-education through just kind of like just watching videos. I start doing self-educated by reading books, getting next to the people that I'm reading these books from, like seeking them out, calling them up, like, yo, bro, like what is this? Like, I had a real deal conversation with Robert Greene.
Damn.
And most people, I don't know if you don't know who Robert Greene is, but This is the 48 Laws of Power.
Yep.
So I seeked them out. This was like 2011. Okay. I seeked them out and had a conversation. Like, what was your mindset of like in producing these things? Like because that 48 Laws of Power, I think every young man should have.
Absolutely.
I think every man should keep it. And then if you're a playboy out here, I think you should have the laws of seduction. like this guy knowledge is like off the chain, bro.
Yeah.
And so when you start realizing like there's so much proper information in reading and in books, but it's boring. So then I had to start learning how to increase my time frame, increase my attention span, because when you don't realize you don't have no attention, then how are you going to really get anything done? So that's why you see people like squirrels. They'll like start over here and then they go up, boom, and then they go over here, up, boom, and they go back over here, but they get nothing done, but they're moving 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So it's like I started slowing down, and then I started I realized like in order to be an entrepreneur, you have to have multiple things moving, multiple streams of income. They say if you want to be a multimillionaire, you need at least 5 to 6 streams of income. Right. So I started saying like, in the beginning, I was creating 5, 6 streams of income, but I wasn't producing multi-millions.
Gotcha.
You see, I wasn't producing that. So I started feeling like, well, they say you got to have 5 or 6 streams. Like how do I produce there? How do I get max production out of myself there? And then that's when I started looking at my businesses like cups. So I'm going to give you guys a good formula. It's not about having 5 streams of income. It's about having 1 cup. And when you have that 1 cup, you fill that up with your energy, your passion, your vision, your mission, your aspiration, all of these things. And as that cup start overflowing, guess what you need?
Another cup.
You need you another cup.
Yeah.
And now that overflow into that cup. And now that energy, that is a cup that is overflowing. So that is naturally overflowing now. And now I have a whole new cup. And now as that cup starts filling up, guess what you need again?
Another cup.
Another cup. So now I already got 2 streams of income, 2 full cups that are rocking and rolling, moving on their own, and they're filling up a 3rd cup. And that 3rd cup requires new energy, new mission, new drive, new people, new vision. So now you got the energy for it. You're not going 25% of this cup, 25% of this cup, 25% of this cup. Okay, this cup is fucked up and cracked. Now it's leaking. You see what I'm saying? Right. So now you're just going back and now you're pouring from this cup back into this cup just to keep it flowing. And this is what most entrepreneurs like get messed up in.
Yeah.
I started allowing at a younger age for my cups to start flowing into those cups. And now you start realizing, man, you'll have 6, 7 streams of income. And now the energy that you're putting into them is just like micromanaging it.
Yeah.
Because they're flowing into each other. And now it's just a matter of like, all right, let's slow the ball down a little bit. And that last cup over there, let's keep it like mid grade.
Yeah.
Because that's all it needs. And that's how trading is for me.
Okay.
Like I don't have to day trade every day, but I teach it every day.
Absolutely.
It's like I don't have to take the risk because it's a half full cup that pays for almost everything. Imagine I literally took one gold trade today that produced $300, and I told my daughter, what would you like to do? She said, I want to go to sushi and I want to go get a massage.
There it is.
And this is exactly what we did.
That's right. It's a good day.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is, and that's why I always tell people it is like, especially now when you're like dealing in a world where people are like so anti-government, so anti-system, so anti-this, and they're like, oh, if I can't have it in my hand, I don't want it. And I'm like, you're not going to be able to carry that no way. People start saying, go buy gold, go buy this, I need this. And I'm like, leave this conversation. I just had a guy yesterday tell me, bro, I don't understand why you pushing your followers into a digital society, a digital prison, when they should be buying ammunition, they should be getting guns, they should be getting cocoa, they should be getting all of these different things. And then my response to him was, how the fuck you think they're going to pay for it? Motherfuckers got barely enough to pay their bills right now.
Right.
I just filled up my tank up at $5.55 a gallon.
Bro, I spent $100 to fill up my gas tank.
105.
Here,
105.
in Vegas.
Who's going to pay for that? People are struggling right now. And that's when I start telling people, you're struggling because of the decisions you've been making in your comfort zone. And now it's like at your forefront, because a lot of people hear a lot of things. They go, one day you're going to see what I'm talking about. And people are living in that day right now. And that's why you see a world that is like full of complainers. Everybody's complaining. Everybody. Oh, the gas. Oh, this. Oh, that. Oh, this. Oh, that. And I'm just like fucking Hakuna Matata. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because everything is coming out of that last cup.
Yep. I want to bring it back just because we touched on it like ever so slightly. Do you believe this hantavirus? You said it. I mean, hantavirus is even a real thing because you said it perfectly. New York is filled with rats.
Bro.
So they're saying hantavirus is a respiratory virus that's created by the poop, essentially, from rats. But if you've ever been to New York, there's rats everywhere. There's rats in buildings, on the streets.
There's rats bigger than cats.
How does New Yorkers not have hantavirus? And then if anyone was to pay attention, that very first case of hantavirus on that cruise ship,
yeah,
the woman who fell out and died, she died on April 11th. If anyone who does know that date, April 11th is also the date that the Titanic left.
You see?
And never came back. I don't want to say it's a coincidence,
bro.
But that don't sound like no coincidence.
Ain't nothing they're doing that is not coincidence, bro.
So I say all this to say, because COVID was the same thing, was a respiratory thing, right? Hantavirus is a respiratory thing. Do you think this is just, I think you said it earlier, was a distraction to something else? Or do you think it's more of like a cover up of COVID, or like the Epstein thing?
Oh,
or
bro,
bigger thing?
not only is it a cover up for the Epsteins, but the biggest cover up was the Disney cruise with all of the child trafficking and all of the porn, the child porn at the exact same time.
Okay, so distraction from that.
That's what they didn't want nobody to talk, because you barely heard anything about that.
You're right. Yeah.
That's what the distraction was, because even now you don't even hear nothing about the people that was on that cruise.
Nothing. Like 6 or 7 got arrested, and that's it.
That's it. You don't hear nothing, bro.
Nothing.
And you don't even hear nothing about this virus anymore either.
You're right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm telling you? So it's like they play with the uneducated because it's so many of them. And that's why I always stress, like, I'm not here to talk about money. I'm not here to show money. I'm not here to like you know what I'm saying, flaunt. I'm here to say, like, education is wealth.
Yeah.
Education is elevation. And if you're not getting educated, there's no way you're elevating, because what's going to happen? You're going to create skills no matter what, because we as humans, when we do things for like long periods of time, we get really good at them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when I always say you can learn the wrong thing very well and do it for a very long time. And so when that starts happening, you start going, bro, people are not educated. So the government knows this, because you can see in society. You can see in the economy. And then you start going like, how are y'all believing the same as people? Because people get their news from people in suits on TV. And people see someone who is, if someone is uneducated watching a guy in a suit, that immediately looks like they're educated and they're like an expert.
Yeah, he respects him a little bit more.
He respects him a little bit more just because he has a suit on and he's in front of me on the TV. It immediately like brings him to a whole nother plateau.
Right.
And then that uneducated individual directly goes and start telling what he heard from the guy in the suit to other uneducated individuals. And now this uneducated individual has the same power as the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
And then this is how misinformation, disinformation, this is how that shit starts spreading, and you get people talking nonsense, and you're going, my mom tells me, are you going to Kentucky? Oh, bro, I got to tell you, some crazy shit happened to me this past weekend in Kentucky. Oh my God. So my mom was telling me, you going out there in Kentucky? Well, you better make sure you take care of yourself. Get you some medicine, do this, do that. I'm like, Mama, I don't get sick. I don't believe in that shit. So, bro, have you ever heard about the blue people of Kentucky?
Nah, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you.
Yo, you're something else. No.
You never heard about the blue people in Kentucky? So
No.
let me tell you. So everybody knows I'm in the holistic business. So I do over 100+ trade shows. I'm at an event in Kentucky, and I get this group of old ladies walking up to me. One lady has a jacket on because it was raining outside, so she still had the jacket on. The other ones were taking their coat off. They just came into her. And so one of the lady comes up, I'm like, sure, and she's like asking me about ionization, grounding, and how would it help with like hips, knees, and joints. She was like, I wonder if this will help my friend. And I was like, so what's going on with your friend? She was like, she has some skin irritations and stuff like this. And I was like, well, tell her to come over here. So she comes over there. We start talking to her. She was like, I don't know. My skin has always been irritated my whole life. And I was like, well, let me see. Bro, she takes her jacket off. And I'm talking about, I shit you not. She takes her jacket off. And she has like spots, like all over her arms, her like everywhere, bro, her chest. And when I'm like looking at these spots, I'm thinking like, maybe, and they're elderly women. Yeah. So maybe I'm thinking it's like eczema. Like skin pigmentation, or it's like some eczema, like some type of issue. Yeah. But when I really get like real close to the spots, because we're up under gym lights, we're like in an arena. Okay. And when you get real close, you realize it's not bruises. And these spots are like blue. And they're not like purplish, So I'm just like, this is not like old blood that is not circulating. This bitch is like a blue Dalmatian, bro. I swear, like this bitch is like the one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, so what's up with this skin? She was like, well, my skin has always been like this. My family is like this. But all of a sudden now it's like irritating me. And then her friend goes, why don't you just tell him you're part of the blue people? Stop. And I said, blue people? What do you mean blue people? She was like, well, you know how Appalachian trails got skinwalkers and the fairy people? Mm-hmm. Well, here in Kentucky, we got the blue people. And I said, what do you mean by this?
I've never heard of that.
Have you, bro?
Never.
Watch this, bro.
I believe you. I've just never heard of it.
For the audience. For the audience.
Blue spots, so they look like bruises though?
No, bro, the people are all blue. She's like generations down where she got spots.
Got you.
Her family, bro,
we're talking blue. Avatar blue?
Like Avatar blue. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Yo, chat, you here?
I'm right here. What's up? If you got more on your mind or need something, just let me know.
So I'm on the Double Down podcast in Outbox Studios here in Las Vegas. And we just stumbled upon the topic of the blue people of Kentucky. Can you break down my man's audience? Can you break it down to like who these people are, why they're blue, and like this is like some real shit? Take over.
Absolutely. The blue people of Kentucky were a real family known as the Fugits. They lived in a remote area of Appalachia and had a rare genetic condition called methemoglobinemia. This caused their blood to carry less oxygen, giving their skin a blue tint. It was passed down through generations due to a small, isolated gene pool. Once doctors figured it out, they treated it with medicine that improved oxygen flow, and the blue tint faded. So yeah, it's a wild piece of Appalachian history. Fascinating, but all grounded in genetics.
Now see, chat, this motherfucker being professional.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Basically what he's saying, you got a whole bunch of inbred motherfuckers that living in the woods.
Yeah, bro. I was
you know what I'm saying? He ain't saying it like I said.
That's what I heard.
I said, that's your mama and your daddy having sex with your brothers and your sisters.
Cousins, aunts, uncles, keeping it going.
Bro.
Eating each other too.
Bro.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
So that night, bro, I go to sleep and I swear for God. And I don't know where my energy people at, but I'm a full energy vessel. I can astral project. I can literally lucid dream. I can wake up in the middle of a dream, see a spinning clock, stop the clock, and then choose to go to other directions. I can do all of these things, bro. I'm laying there sleeping and I feel my body like jumping off, and I'm just like, oh shit, here we go. Mm-hmm. Because it's a feeling kind of like if you ever did like a DMT or like ayahuasca. I've done ayahuasca 3 times. That's a whole nother podcast, bro.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
a whole nother podcast,
we have
bro.
to talk about that.
So in India, I did it like 3 times, but there's a feeling that happens when you're kind of like, you're spiritually leaving your body. You know what I'm saying? So I feel this that same night. And I immediately like feel myself up in the clouds, and I'm like kind of like have like a bird's eye view of these mountains and these trees, and I'm just like, you know what is this? And I start going through the clouds and I start looking now, And to me, I see like Smurfs. You know what I'm saying? Because when I think of blue people, I'm thinking like fucking Smurf, okay. Papa Smurf. I'm just thinking like this. So this is the dream part of it, you know, because it's like playing off my creativity and stuff like that. So I'm just like, but these ain't fucking Smurf. Like, let me go down a little bit lower. As I start getting a little bit lower, I have this little thing in me, like it's like when I find myself veering off too far, I always hear "be still." I always hear this, "be still." I hear this voice say, "be still."
Yeah.
And then I'll stop and then I'll like go back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like getting closer and closer and I hear the "be still." So I like stop. But when I get to bird's eye view, I see like the real people. I see like blue fucking people. So imagine this. I start going down the rabbit hole. And that's when I find out this family. And I said, oh my God. And then you start hearing about stories about people going and trying to investigate and do documentaries on them and never coming back. And so I go, bro, this is the heels have eyes as people.
That's it.
This is the heels has eyes. Yeah. Like, so it's like when you see that and you go, if that is there, imagine what they're going to give us when they start talking about the Blue Beam Project, bro. Project Blue Beam.
Right. No, you have.
Imagine when they bring the Lord and Savior out of the sky and he's a 7D hologram,
right? And
you ain't gonna know because people still confused, like how David, what's his name, David Copperfield, how he's still doing his hologram tricks at the MGM. You see what I'm saying? And he's been doing them for like 50 years, bro. Like people still go, I'm like, bro, that's a hologram.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like they're playing with uneducated people's minds and steering them in like a trap. And then people who are educated, it is our responsibility to just call it out. And so I got on fucking TikTok.
Talk about it.
Bro, I get on TikTok.
Please.
And I started just like going down these rabbit holes. And then you start hearing about the ticks. You start hearing about all of this crazy shit that they're talking about. So I said, yo, as a holistic practitioner for 24 years, don't start getting scared over these fucking ticks. Ticks has always been around. And government has always did like kind of like a depopulation of ticks. I don't know if you ever heard it. So they do like this little certain thing. I forgot what it's called, where they kind of like populate areas with ticks to kind of like get rid of old ticks and stuff like that. So they'll put a more of aggressive tick out that'll attack another tick type shit.
Okay.
So they've always done what we're seeing, placing ticks on farmland to kind of like get insects. It's like all types of crazy. I don't know the whole details of it, but they've always done this type of shit.
Yep.
So I said, I'm from the country, and like my grandmother, she would heal anything with fucking like dip. You know what I'm saying? Like snuff, like she would heal anything, you know what I'm saying? Like this. So I started teaching people. I said, yo, versus getting all crazy with these ticks, it is super simple. Just get you some eucalyptus oil, get you some essential oils, start rubbing that on your body if you're going out into the woods, into the grass. But if worst case, like if anything, make sure you put this on your children, because your children are going to be running barefoot in the grass. Your children are going to be running around, and they're not going to have the sense to understand to look between their toes, look between their hands, look up under their armpits, look behind their knees. And this is what the post was about. And TikTok immediately banned it. Bro, they banned the post, so I appeal it. And then I win the appeal. And they put the post back and then deleted the post again and then banned my account for too many strikes. You see what I'm saying? You see how they set me up? I appeal it, I win, right. They repost it, and immediately they delete it again for the same shit and then ban my account. And I'm talking, bro, 275,000 followers, over 4.5 million likes, like a valuable account.
Gone.
And to be honest, like, we're living in the world of social media. So for those who are watching, like, especially of TikTok, like, I don't give two shits about social media, bro. To be honest with you, like, I cut the camera on because it's my lifestyle. I don't need no filters. I don't need no I don't need no monetization from their ass, and that's why they don't like me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've been shadow banned since COVID because all I do is speak the truth, shame the devil. You see what I'm saying? And they go, bro, this guy is shadow banned, and he just got 20-some thousand followers in the last 2 weeks. Like, how do we stop this guy? This guy is waking up at 3 a.m. and posting videos like the fucking guys who are supposed to be monitoring this nigga is not even up yet. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. This nigga is going viral. Like, where you niggas at? So you see, you see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, I'm just keeping it pimping. I'm just keeping it pushing. I'm just turning it on and just speaking and just letting the voice do what it needs to do.
Right.
And that is what is like, they try to control like who hear you now. So for those who are out here screaming like constitutional rights and freedom of speech, like you're free to say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
Like we're right here. Can't nobody tell us what to say and what not to say. It's when we take what we're doing here and we put it on YouTube, we put it on TikTok, we put it on Instagram. So it's not about freedom of speech.
Yep.
It's about freedom of reach.
There it is.
And this is the biggest issue that most people don't understand, because say whatever the hell you want to say, but they're like, motherfucker, you ain't gonna reach nobody.
That's what it is. Yeah, 100%. That's what it is.
I don't give a fuck that you just said what you said.
Yep.
We ain't gonna allow you to reach nobody.
Even because anything even basic, you'll post something and you'll see it as in like your audience. They don't show it to your audience. They'll show it to a new audience, and it's a very little percentage. But someone who has a big following like you, they
start showing me the new people. New people like, man, I'm fucking with that nigga
I want to
like,
see it, yo, gravitating to it.
Yeah,
so
I swear, bro.
absolutely.
I'm like, shit, I want to day trade, man. I want to do things in the middle of the day. Like, I need free time.
Right.
And that's what I try to stress. I go, it's not about like going viral or getting likes and views and clicks. It's all about just like being real, being authentic, and like having something truly to say that pierces people's ears, because people understand that what you're saying is real, because you're like speaking their language. Like when I start telling people like the reason why I day trade, because I don't want to go out and physically make the money from those cups that are already making the money. That money is making money. So the reason why I day trade, because now I have nothing but time. You see what I'm saying? So when I have my time, guess what I'm doing? I'm traveling, I'm moving around, I'm speaking, I'm teaching, I'm loving, I'm hugging, I'm healing. I'm doing all of these things because I got the time.
Yep.
Most people ain't got time to help somebody out. They ain't got time to, like I said, sit here for an hour. Imagine, bro, I just got back yesterday.
You did. And
I leave first thing in the morning. I got to be at the airport at 4 a.m. going to Denver. like that. So imagine, on the move,
bro.
On the move.
That's why when we fit this in, I was so happy. We've been trying to do this for weeks,
bro.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you. So it's like, bro, I'm on the move, bro. And this is why I always say, bro, hashtag you got to stay on people's neck like George Floyd, like real shit. Because at the same time, the minute you let off the gas pedal, bro, like you're gonna get caught up. And now the people that are closest to you are the one that is complaining.
Yep.
So I make sure that everybody that is close to me, bro, they eating. Everybody's Gucci. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's Gucci. So now, like one thing we're not going to do is complain around a whole bunch of complainers, because that line is way too long.
Absolutely.
You understand? Yeah. Like so let's get the ball rolling. Let's stay up front. Let's take care of our families. Let's get our kids together. Let's start taking care. Let's start cleaning our lives up relationship wise, because people are out here living double lives and they're like messy as hell. And they don't realize why they're not leveling up, because your foundation should be your family. Your foundation should be your home, but you like fucking living double lives on that. You see what I'm saying? And to have two foundations, we're not talking about diversifying like that.
Right. No.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when your children, like we're living in a world where if you just go through the stats, I mean, shout out to all of the single mothers out there that are raising children. Like much love for you guys. I think one of the hardest jobs in the world is to raise a male as a female.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like you can raise a child to a teenager to a young boy, but a female can't raise a man.
Yeah, not at all.
It's literally just you can give him boundaries, you can set morals, you can do all of these good things. You can give him the straight runway and the trail to go down.
But at some point, he's bigger, stronger, faster.
100%. And so he's going to challenge all of that.
Absolutely.
So he's going to need a more superior authority to home in that. Yeah. And most females that raise men without fathers, those men have problems with authority from men.
Speak on it.
And that's why our prison system is what it is. That's why our school systems is what it is. That's why the abundance of young men with having felonies, black, white, whoever. You understand that? Like, that's why, because you have so many single families being raised, single people being raised here in America and just around the world in general, because of the lack of the family like foundation now. You see what I'm saying? And the respect of that.
Okay. I want to stay exactly where you're at, because I actually kind of had a similar situation. I want to say like 2 weeks ago, one of my cousins graduated, and one of my uncles said something to him. He kind of spazzed out. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to tell me what to do. You don't know this. You don't know me.
Yeah. But
then my aunt came, and not his mom, just an aunt came.
Yeah.
And he instantly was like, oh, okay. Da, 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 da. And at first I thought it was like a respect thing, like respect your elders. But I was like, wait a minute.
It's the female voice.
He only recognizes her
As authority.
And him as someone bad or negative trying to tell him like, but he was just trying to give him the exact same direction. But he he viewed it differently.
So imagine, pardon my language, take that when she just using a voice, and imagine a chick that done pussy whipped a young man.
Ooh wee.
And now she got that voice on him.
Every 2 weeks, my paycheck is yours.
That's it.
I won't go out. I won't do nothing.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you take a guy and you cap him.
Yeah, he's done.
Because he's looking for, like, you understand?
Yeah.
He is prioritizing the female voice because he's only been raised by women.
And then when his boys try to tell him, hey, dog, your girl is doing this.
Bro, you tripping, bro. Bro, what, you don't know me?
You don't know shit.
You don't know shit?
You don't know it. Because he's looking at men as authoritative.
There you go, bro.
Wow.
That's it. That's the formula right there.
Bro, I've never looked at it.
That's why you got the YNs out here acting all wild and crazy. And now you take COVID, you done killed the young niggas' grandmas. So now they ain't got nobody praying for them.
Yeah.
This is the facts.
Yeah.
They ain't got nobody praying for them. They baby mama out to get them. And now they only know how to feel good when they're around women.
Wow.
So when you put them in a bromance type situation where now you got other men that are better than you and expecting you to develop, self-develop, hold you accountable and say what you mean and mean what you say, motherfuckers don't like that. So they try to bulk up their chest. And then when you get around a motherfucker like me and you bulk up your chest, I put your chest back into your chest. like real spill, because I'm not the one.
Right.
Because if you can't handle authority, then let me see, can you handle it physically then, so you can get an understanding here. Because sometimes people they only learn when you have to like shake them up a little bit.
Right.
And some of these young men, they need to be shook up, and the system is shaking them up, and then spitting them back out even worse.
Do you think, like, from the example that we just gave, which is real, it's not even an example, I'm pretty sure someone knows hundreds of thousands of these people all over the world, coaches then could play like an even bigger part of a young man's growing up? Because you don't not look at a coach in like a negative light because you look at him like, oh, that's my coach. But they have the opportunity, like we're talking about for this example, to really put a young man on the right direction, and he doesn't get looked at negatively.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like where I'm trying to go with this?
100%.
Do you think coaches, if they look at this now through the lens that we're looking at, could have like a really big, huge reach on the younger generation because they don't get that negative stigma placed on them?
It's a pro and a con. I'll give you the pros. When you lead young men into victory, and now their first stages of success is with you and on your team, with their homeboys, basketball.
Okay.
It's like they become yes sir, yes ma'am type individuals, because that's when they feel like they're winning.
Okay.
So they're willing to do whatever their coach is telling them to do. The con is now you're 19, now you're 20, you're out of high school, you're no longer around that coach. Now those same same things that coach was trying to install with you as a player, now that's happening in life, and you don't have that coach. So now you're out here winging it. Now you're out here saying, oh, it's 1v1. Now it's me against the world. And now you don't know how to literally elevate. Now you don't know how to take the momentum back. Now you don't know how to secure the game.
Gotcha.
So now you got individuals out here running loose where they're not coached. So now they need to seek mentorship. And that goes back to the original formula. Yeah. They got to go seek mentorship from a male that is up, that they have to look up to. And at that point, they're looking themselves in the mirror like, ain't no motherfucker better than me. Ain't no motherfucker can stop me. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. But you're struggling though. You still got horrible habits. You got horrible relationship with money. You ain't diverse. You ain't even saved nothing. One bad hiccup, you're done.
Right.
The reason why I'm able to skate through this whole Achilles tendon situation, because I paid cash. I paid cash. It went from literally like $45-some thousand to literally like $11,000, almost $10,000. And that too, you can put a deposit down. I gave the lady $5,000 cash in 20s, and she didn't even know how to count it. She was over there saying, I swear for God, I even got it on camera. Bro. I swear for God, I had to tell her, ma'am, I see you struggling, But 520s is 100. 2520s is 500. 5020s is 1,000.
Yep.
Just count like that. She was 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. Oh man, this is too much money.
Yeah. It was just the other day. We literally were at Burger King, me, my wife, my daughter, and she wanted the new Gorgru milkshake or whatever. Yeah. So we went through the drive lane, and I think it was like $2.95 or something like that. And I gave the lady like a $5, and then I was like, but I don't want all the change. So I gave her a nickel. And she was like, I already hit the thing. She was like, I already hit the $5. I was like, okay. Add the $5, you're gonna give me a round amount of dollars. Like, I want the $3.
My eyes immediately go cross.
She was like, I really, and I looked at my wife and I was like, I really just messed her up. Like, she didn't know how to add the nickel,
her, bro.
Because the $5 is right there. There is no button for 505.
And that's what's going on with our society right now, bro. And that's why it's so hard for people to get diverse, because they're so depending on the system. I remember traveling back in the day where you had to have maps if you wanted to like kind of like really figure it out.
Yeah.
You had to like have some type of understanding that you've just been on this highway so many times, you just know. Right. And now, bro, I find myself even today going to the World Market Trade Center downtown in Las Vegas, and I'm like following my GPS, and I'm like missing my exit. And I'm just like, I know that that's the exit, but the GPS is telling me to go down here, and I go down there.
You believe it.
And I'm believing in it. And I'm just like, bro, this has to stop, because now we're becoming so dependent on the actual phone, so dependent on the apps, so dependent on society. Like I said, they're going to usher in new systems, because like even with the Internet of Things, like a lot of people don't know about the Internet of Things. Imagine they're starting to require digital ID for Internet of Things.
What's that? What's the Internet of
Things? Bro, it's like the new internet, bro. It's like to be able to buy and do whatever they want on the internet.
Like the black market?
Not like a black market. It's just like, bro, it's like Cyber Mondays now. Okay. You understand? Yeah, so imagine to be able to purchase something, you have to prove that you're over 18.
Okay.
And the only way to prove that you're over 18, guess what you got to do?
Have a driver's license?
You got to upload your ID. Mm-hmm. So what do you think is going to happen when those physical IDs are no longer reading on the Internet of Things, and people need to get access to their internet? People need to get access to their Gmail. People need to get access to their apps. They're gonna get the new ID.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the fingerprint. They're gonna upgrade themselves up. So that goes back into a whole nother system of where they're trying to lead you to when they're saying like, oh, you can do this, you can do that, but you need this.
So like when Apple puts out a new phone and your phone slow down.
That's it right there, bro.
Just like that.
These are the little things that they do.
Yeah.
And then very few notice. All they start doing is what? Complaining. Mm-hmm. Man, my fucking battery don't charge no more, bro. My phone bullshitting, bro. My phone's slowing down, bro.
Can I ask you something? Do you think that we control anything, or is everything being curated and kind of like, like a slaughterhouse of cows? Like they point you in that direction? Do we control
yes and no.
anything?
We control everything, because we control our own outcomes. Like for an example, and the reason why I say that, because I believe in the power of God.
Okay.
And I believe in no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Right.
I believe I can do all things through God that strengthens me. So therefore, I don't believe nobody can stop me. So that belief in itself, I take you back into the day when Jesus Christ was walking around and telling people like, yo, I'm his son. Mm-hmm. In that time frame, let me start walking on water. Let me start healing the blind. Let me start feeding many. That's like witchcraft to them. That's like blaspheming to them, to the Roman Empire. You understand? Right. So imagine the threats. Imagine the slide talker. Imagine the people who are trying to persuade him to say, nigga, you ain't his son, bro. What the hell's wrong with you, bro? Like, quit saying that shit, bro, before you get all of us in trouble. Mm-hmm. You see? I always say, imagine the people who were walking with Moses. Bro, you had people with no shoes on and ain't never seen water.
Yeah.
And this nigga talking about, bro, he finna go split the sea. I know you got at least 100 motherfuckers back there going, man, that nigga lying like a motherfucker, man. We ain't finna go over there, bro. I'm finna go back. Right. So imagine not everybody is willing to like have that belief. And this is why I don't get sick. This is why I never have worries about money. Okay. This is how I can live in a chaotic system and still be living with a big smile on my face, watching people run around like a chicken with their head cut off. Mm-hmm. And then my situation control, because I don't believe that I believe they can control the narrative around us, but I believe we control our own narratives with our attitude on how we react to things that we don't like.
Like the outcome.
What
yeah,
they control, 100%.
Okay,
100%. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you can say you want to do this, but the devil is a lie and the truth ain't in him. And and I have a whole nother purpose. I have a whole nother plan. I got a whole nother drive, and my outcomes are different.
Got you.
And then I can just weigh that on the scale from my giving season to my receiving season.
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, people start saying, bro, how you make so much money? Do you see my giving?
Because you give, yep.
You understand my giving? Imagine when I'm taking.
Right.
Imagine when I'm taking.
Yeah. Because he only asked for a 10th, so.
Bro.
Bro. All you get to see is that. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So when you start looking at that, you go, they're going to try to control every narrative, every aspect to keep you going down that rabbit hole of just, you'll have nothing, you'll own nothing, and you're going to love it. Because people don't realize, bro, we're in like 2026. They said 2020, like 2030, bro, we're going to see a whole new system.
I heard that. Yeah.
You're talking 4 years from now. So I'm going, if the new system is going to be, like, it's going to come. It is proven it's going to come. Why are y'all sitting here acting like time is unlimited? And that's my biggest issue. If I wanted to put anything out there into this podcast right now, quit walking around with concrete Nikes on as a man or a female that is out here, that is responsible for young ones and moving like you got unlimited time. You got 24 hours. You already sleeping 8. You working 8. Like, what else do you have, bro? Yeah. You understand what I'm telling you? Like, people still watching TV. People still, like, you don't have a lot of time. And what people fail to realize, the only thing that activates focus is urgency. See, I've been a professional basketball player. I've been a professional fighter. And let me tell you, the energy that I would give in the first 2-3 minutes of the game versus the last 2-3 minutes of the game, it's a major difference.
Absolutely.
And I'm a point guard. So the way I handle the ball at the last 2 minutes of the game, my mindset, I have to create the sense of urgency to activate the focus to protect the ball and execute the play.
Right.
So when you are an entrepreneur and you're sitting in this 9-to-5 that you see that ain't like it's barely getting you by, you have all your dreams to get to the land of more than enough, and you're sitting at the land of just enough because you just came from the land of not enough, and you have no urgency. So you're not activating focus. You write goals down, but you have no urgency to go complete them. So the focus is not activated. You so easily get distracted. And that's what's happening right now. You have the Epstein files. You have Trump. You have all of this different political bullshit that is happening right now between the Republican administration. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got everybody eating at everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm going, that's what politicians do. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
Why are you entertaining it? Why are you spending so much time over there? And this is what pisses me off about influencers, because they'll get on there and they'll start saying things and producing content for clicks and views that's literally just for clicks and views. And then when those clicks and views are not there, you don't see them saying nothing.
Right. You said something in there that I want to see if I'm on the right page or if I'm completely off, or if you can elaborate on it for me more so. You said that the people are getting lost in the distractions, and that's why the distractions are continuously here, right? But do you think that the people are getting lost in the distractions because it's an easier place to be than where they're currently 100%. At in their situation?
100%. And that's what I said. There's no urgency.
Okay.
And when there's no urgency, guess what you have? You have players sitting idle.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want in the last 3 minutes of a game, your big man, your small forward, your shooting guard, your 3-man, fucking idle on defense. Sitting there with the hands down, standing straight up. You want them hips down, knees, like you want them hands out. You want them locked in. So that's when people start hitting the floor and start, let's play some D.
What piece of advice would you give, just one, to that person that's idle? Because obviously there's too many things, right? There's a list of things. Is it reading? You know what I mean? Like what you said. I feel like that's kind of, and it's weird to say this, I feel like that's a slept on thing, because everyone that I speak to that is actually producing fruitful things in this world that I have conversations with is a big time reader.
Yeah.
So I think that might be a slept on one. And I know like the phrase used to be back in the day, like, you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book.
Put it in the book.
Like they don't want you to read.
Yeah.
But what piece of advice would you want to give to that person who is sitting idly? If it's male or female right now and they're like, I don't know, 25 to 40. Like
it's a super simple advice. Activate the focus on something that excites you.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, the excitement is what's going to create the urgency, because you're going to maintain that fire. And I think a lot of people get excited for things and then they don't keep the fire going and the fire dies. And then they sit idle. Oh, I was going to do this and I tried to do this, but this happened and it didn't work out. So what happened? Oh, I just stopped. See, when you get excited about things, so like when you start chasing a girl and it's something that you like, you get excited when she gives you a little play. You're excited when she looks back at you. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you walk past somebody nice. It was a big thing to kind of like look back and then both of y'all catch eyes because both of y'all looking back. So what that does, that activates your focus. Like, bro, I'm finna get that. I'm finna go get the number. So what you do, you create the sense of urgency. Like, you know what? I'm gonna wrap around this side, meet her on the other side, and then I'm gonna bump into her again, and then I'm gonna lock that number in, and I'm gonna try to get out, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So people are activating focus on certain things that is passionately lower vibration than what they're going to be doing on a higher vibration.
What about the person though who's trying to do that, but only focuses on the outcome, and the outcome doesn't get produced quick enough, so they just quit?
So that goes back to instant gratification versus delayed gratification.
There we go.
Because when you're living in a world where everything is instant, you have to understand delayed, because delayed is where success is at. And then if you have children, you should only be thinking delayed, because your daily activity of being consistently disciplined, of understanding delayed gratification, instant gratification is going to come daily, because that's where success is at. People ask me like, how are you so successful? I said, it's because of the little things I do daily. You just see the bigger picture. You don't see the little things that I do daily. You don't see me waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. The first thing I do in the morning is I pray. And I don't pray like everybody else. I pray while doing push-ups. So that just sets me on a whole nother tone. When I wake up at 3, imagine sometimes my wife wakes up and she just like sees me in the bathroom just doing push-ups. Do you know what that does to my wife?
Get back in the bed.
Bro, I wish it was like that. She was like, quit making noise. The girl's in there asleep. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. Why you just don't go downstairs and do your push-ups? God damn. But it's like people fail to like activate what's exciting them. And then what I always say is like that person who is just trying and trying, like, I'm also successful because I fail more than most people try.
That's huge.
Like that's, let me repeat that just in case you didn't get it. I'm also successful because I fail more than most people try. And that keeps me on top.
Yep.
Because I would rather fail successfully than just not try at all and then just have something that I'm just like, maybe that would have worked out, maybe it wouldn't. And then I see somebody else doing it.
I think what you just said is the most powerful thing you could tell anybody. Is, and this would be my piece of advice, how, like I was saying, if there's one thing, it would be just go try everything.
Just go try it.
Go try it, because you need the information to get back of like, where is your shortcomings? Where are you falling short? Where do you need someone else on your team? What do you not have the skill in? So now you know how to go develop it somewhere else. Go try everything. And I think that is where a lot of people that I come in contact with, or a lot of people that are even in your comments that are haters, it's like, bro, you don't even do shit. You literally don't do anything but wait for me to post something and then you hate on it.
Bro.
Like,
bro, I see people in some of my comments like, I saw a lady the other day, she was like, you need to get to a dentist ASAP. And then I just veer off to her page and this bitch is missing teeth. Like, first of all, bitch, let me set your ass right. I got a great motherfucking smile.
Real.
Like, I ain't got no brain, never had no braces, I ain't got no veneers.
Yep.
Like, I've had teeth kicked out. Like, bitch, this is as genuine as it gonna get.
Amen.
And you missing teeth and talking about I need to go to the dentist just because you know I'm a conservative.
Mm-hmm.
You know my political views, so you just talking shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But then it goes back to the back in the day, bro. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's where I think now where words carry such an impact on people's lives because of social media, people are not trying like they used to. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And when people stop trying, you're like, the only outcome is for sure is not fucking nothing because you're not trying anything or you're not trying enough. And then this is where also people say, well, man, I tried that. Well, why you didn't try again? It's like, bro, I tell my salesman, like, bro, I already talked to those person. Ask them again.
Right.
Ask them again. Like, what do you have to lose? I see somebody the first time, I'm like, sir, you want to try something amazing? No, I'm okay. I'll see you when you get back. Okay. He come back around. Bro, second time's the charm. Give me 10 seconds. Let me show you something amazing. Try it, don't buy it. Oh, I ain't got to buy it? No, just try it. Give me 10 seconds. Let me show you. Because I know once I touch on you and I get to speaking that, bro, it's over.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
All I need is a chance. It's just like, bro, I'm willing to go toe-to-toe with anybody. When it comes to just physicality and just fighting straight up, I'm ready to go toe-to-toe. And then if you get me, I'm ready to go watch film.
Right.
I'm ready to go watch film to see, where did I mess up at? Where did this guy catch me at? Where did this guy hurt me at? Because what people fail to realize, the more and more you try, the more and more data you're going to get.
100%.
And when you start analyzing data, you can start making in-game adjustments. And most people are not literally creating data for their life to start in-game adjusting on what they're already doing. And that's why they're consistently failing in what they're trying, and they're not succeeding. So they constantly keep going back and getting advice from the same people who are in the story that they're failing in, versus jumping outside the box and coming and talking to a person like you, a person like me, who is not currently in their story.
Yep.
And now you can impress me because I don't know your story. I just see what you're trying to do.
Can I ask you, I know obviously your platform is much bigger on so many different levels, right? And you have this way of this gravitational pull of your audience is coming from every which way because you talk on so many different things, right?
Yeah.
So many people who rock with you hard, like Mr. H is my guy.
Yeah.
Black, white, old, young, doesn't matter. And
Yeah.
then hate you because you spoke about one thing, even if the post was a year old and they agree with 9 other things, they still hate you for that one
100%.
thing, right? Do you think that in your comments you've been able to see that there's a big population of the people who do leave comments or would categorize themselves as like mental health or like, and I'm kind of asking you in this way because I've been seeing it more and more in my comments of like when I say something back to someone and I don't say it negatively, I just like elaborate on how dumb their comment is. To be honest, I'm just like, look at what you actually just said, right?
Yeah.
They want to jump on me and spaz out on like, be careful with your words. There's people in here with mental health issues. But I don't understand how 2 seconds ago you were calling me all these different names and saying all these different things, right?
Bro.
I call you out and now you want to hide behind mental health. But 2 seconds ago, you have no idea how you affected my mental health. How contradictory is that person?
But this is the government right now.
Yeah.
This is what the government is pushing.
But it's bizarre, right?
This is the art of confusion. You see? This is the art of deflection. And this is what Robert Greene be talking about. And this is why I always tell people, bro, go get your Robert Greene book. If you want some thuggish type Robert Greene, go get the 50 Cent one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Go get the 50 Cent one because they did a collaboration. And you can start understanding the street version of what Robert Greene be talking about. Because what happens is it's like the female to the male when they start having conversation and the guy is like, well, you just said that to me. And now when I said the exact same thing back to you, now it's a whole nother different energy. So it's like the government is selling. Let me put that disclaimer out there. I ain't got nothing against homos. I ain't got nothing against like the guys who want to be females, the females that wants to be guys. Do you, boo-boo? But understand it's an agenda of confusion where a male can think he's a female can think he's a male. And on the street, that means the government are making women like men and making men like pussies. Like, this is the facts. And then they're calling it mental illness. And so they'll come over in our comment and they'll say some funky ass shit or some stupid shit in our comments. And then we'll notice it and we're just like, bro, wait a minute, bro. What the fuck was that about? And then they'll like, wow, bah, 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 boom. And now they're lashing out like, that's the victim. That's that victim agenda.
Right.
That's the victim agenda.
No, that I 100% get. But I'm like, I don't understand how you're trying to push the mental health and hide behind that. But
it gives them a shield.
Verbal lash me and not think that it's okay.
It only gives them a shield because you're living in a world where people like to throw rocks and hide their hand.
Yeah,
that's like an old saying. Like People throw rocks and hide the hand all the time, bro. Yeah. And now social media allows you to do that. You'll take some fat ass dude living in his mom's basement, using his thumb, saying some shit that if he walked up on me, he will never say that type of shit.
Never.
So I make sure I say that. Are you sure this is exactly what you want to be using your thumbs for? Be smarter, sir.
Especially because you move and shake all over the country.
Bro, I run into people all the time. Right. Bro, I swear. I just ran into a guy the other day, and he was just like, I thought you was a lot smaller. I was like, nigga, I do videos sitting down. Fuck is wrong with you? Like, he was like, bro, Mr. H, I'm shocked that you my height. Yeah. And he was a big dude himself. Yeah. I was bigger. I'm like, bro, I do videos sitting down. Like, don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. There's a whole armor of God up under this Hulk Hogan shirt right here. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole nother character up under here, because people don't realize, like, there was a whole vibe of people's, like, when it comes to the motivational or the public speaking, the motivational speaking energy, like that society, like, they went through a whole of telling men that they need to kill their ego.
Yeah.
That you need to kill your ego. You need to live through your spirit and walk through your spirit. Bro, there are certain situations that my spirits ain't meant to be in. Mm-hmm. My ego is meant for that shit.
100%.
And so I go, bro, I keep this motherfucker right next to me in the passenger seat, just with a nice little lock on him. And there's nothing for me to unbuckle him and say, bro, take the wheel.
That's it.
I need you to drive on to this meeting. I need you to run this meeting.
Yep.
And then when you're done, I need you to get right back over here in this seat, and he understands.
Yeah.
And before, it used to be like, don't unlock this nigga unless it's an apocalyptic situation. It was like that. Like, only if the world is in and you will take the seatbelt off this nigga right here. Other than that, like, Hakuna Matata. But bro, we're living in these times where people do not know how to be within their ego and within their spirit, because they're like compromising themselves. So there's like, they're just like, they're too humbled, or they're too shy, or they're too respectful, or they're too generous. And it's like, how much are you gonna give? I hear people say, man, I'll give my last dime for somebody that needs it. For what?
No. Can't do that.
You can't do that. Stop doing that. Stop even thinking like that. Stop talking like that.
Even on the airplane, the stewardess tell you got to save yourself first.
You got to save yourself first.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I said, bro, let me tell y'all straight, audience, listen. If it comes to push comes to shove, and people start literally seeking water, they're desperate for water, desperate for food, and they come knocking on my door, they won't go home. Mm-hmm. They will not go home in that type of scenario. Like, and you have to be able to unlock that, because some people are going to be like, well, I'm a Christian and I need to feed. And then that person is devilish, and all he wants you to do is open the door, because all he needs is an invite.
Sinners.
You see? Yeah. Yeah. All he needs is an invite in. So that's what that is.
Yeah.
So they give it to you in plain sight, bro. Mm-hmm. You're thinking there's going to be real deal zombies around here. No, it's going to be a whole bunch of YNs running around that ain't had nobody praying for them for like decades. They run around with ratchet ass women, and this is what I call low vibration, breeding with low vibration, creating low vibration.
Damn.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's like the hood inbreeding with the hood. Them the blue people. Them the motherfucking blue people of Las Vegas. Blue people of Arkansas. You see what I'm saying? Like, right. These are the blue people now, bro. So it's like, you got so many people that are like, and you see kids that have so much potential, but you see where they're coming from, and you're like, bro, you already in the curve. Mm-hmm. You already in the hole, bro. So you're gonna have to work extra hard.
Got to.
You're gonna try extra harder. Like, and that's what people fail to realize. They're still playing that victim, but it's at the end of the day, bro, you're in control of the outcome. Like how long are you gonna keep blaming your dad that ain't there, who was locked up, who was taking major risks in the first place?
Wow.
Because he was uneducated, or he had skills, he was just misguided. He had no guidance. So that's what we're dealing with right now. You have so many young men out here with so much potential, but they're just misguided. So that energy goes reckless. Mm-hmm. And then when they get home, the mama's like, oh, that's my baby. That's my baby. Like I love my baby. I'll protect my baby. I'll stand by my baby for anything.
That's dangerous.
Then why don't you get a good man to put around his baby so he can be directed directly?
I saw this.
Other than the coach.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You see?
Yeah. I saw this study that said, you know, when you deal with an emotion or a feeling, that emotion inside your body chemically only lasts for 90 seconds. So anything that lasts longer than 90 seconds is just you turning into a victim and keep replaying that situation over and over and over again, because you can be mad, happy, sad, scared, and get over it in 90 seconds. So when I did what I did yesterday, I walked through the house and you're still angry at me. That was just what you chemically created all day long, because you were over that.
It's
90
like the
seconds
guy when
ago.
he explained like stress by holding the water. It's exactly like that. Yeah, you can hold a glass of water or a gallon of water for like this, but then how long are you going to hold it before it start burning your arm out?
Absolutely.
So it's the same thing with stress. The longer you hold on to it, the longer you let it sit inside. And this is why I'm also like super popular on social media, because I'm like, bro, I'll get out there and I'll speak off the chest. I speak off the chest and I start telling people straight up like, why are you motherfuckers coming in my DMs asking for help? But then when I follow up on y'all to get you the help, you guys don't you guys don't react back.
Right.
I get 1,000 motherfuckers out. Yo, Mr. H, put me on game. Yo, Mr. H, teach me how to day trade. Yo, Mr. H, teach me like this. So I reach back, bro. Here's my number. I'm old school. Let's have a phone conversation. Shoot me a text. Let's plan a phone call. And motherfucker will be like, oh man, this nigga's a scam.
I
just gave you my number.
I know it's true because you did this on the last video. We had hella comments.
You see?
And you were in there. And I'll say this was real cool that I thought this of, or saw this of you. I've never had another guest get inside the comments in the video like that we collaborated on and speak to the people. They were asking about you.
Yeah.
And you were in the comments.
I'm like, I'm right here, bro.
It was dope.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm right here. What you talking about?
Right.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah. Good or bad. But
Good
I
or
see
bad.
you.
I'm right here. What you talking about, Willis? I'm right here.
Absolutely.
I heard guy, oh, that's the dumbest answer I've ever heard. How is that the dumbest answer? How you think you're going to get into a $7 trillion market and not be willing to lose?
Yeah.
How do you understand? It's a mindset, bro.
Yep.
It is a mindset to be able to understand how to take a fucking L. So when you winning, you don't understand like when to stop. Because most people don't know when to pump the brakes. And then when you start winning so much, guess what you got to deal with when you start winning? Greed.
Absolutely.
Bro, you think I ain't had the demon of greed on me? Well, I'm like, oh, bro, I got 100,000 in 30 days. Fuck, I want 200,000 in 30 days.
Absolutely.
Fuck, I just got 200,000 in 30. Fuck, I want $500,000 in 30 days. And then the risk that I was willing to take for the 200, I take more risk dangerously, and then I lose 100 trying to get to 500.
And then the risk also of the people around you that are now seeing what you just did in 30, 60, 90 days. That's one of the bigger risks that people don't talk about enough.
Bro.
It comes with a whole different weight of the world. What heavy is the crown, the head that wears the crown.
Watch this.
It's totally different.
I'm gonna put my glasses on for this.
The people around you, man. When you start to level up and you start to act differently, it's not about, oh, he changed, he's different. Yes, I had to, because you started acting differently.
They started acting different. So I remember a guy in one of your comments was saying, man, this guy ain't got no money. This motherfucker ain't got no money.
My man put the glasses on, Jack.
I gotta see it, bro. I gotta see it because I can see everything but this fucking phone. Bro. This ain't even me.
No.
I want you to read this.
I got you.
These are stats from today, this month, last month, and the last 3 months.
And this wasn't planned. We're just doing this.
I'm just showing you for the last motherfucker who was just talking shit.
Right.
Asking, well, who is this guy and why he acting like he know it all? Right. I don't know it all, and I don't act like I'm the best. I'm just fucking number one.
That's right.
Bro.
Do you want me to read this off?
Yeah. You see, I saw your eyes already.
Yeah.
Matthias, I see his eyes already.
This month, 74,000. Last month, 118,000. Last 3 months, 400,000. Just today, over 1,000. And we in the studio, you've been flying all over the country, traveling different time zones. You can't even be in a million places at one time because you literally are in a million places at one time. Yeah, he the real deal, y'all.
Bro.
Yeah.
So it ain't about the money.
No. Damn.
It's about creating the urgency to activate the focus to keep it going. Bro, what else? Like,
yeah.
And you can show that to someone and they'll go, bro, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. So it's not about the money. So that's why I always tell people, I never care about the people who are asking me, how much money you done made? Where your money at? Show me the money. I only like talking to the people who want to know how I'm doing that.
Yeah, how do I get to
how I did that? How do I get like that?
All right.
Bro, let me show you, because a lot of people, and listen to this. I realize A lot of people struggle reaching the pinnacles of their dreams because of lack of discipline and consistency of basically trying to reach the pinnacle of their dreams. So when you have that issue, so another advice that I would give someone other than just trying, get around someone who has no issue completing the pinnacle and getting to the top of their dreams. Because when you start assisting them and start helping them reach their dreams, that is another art of giving. On the way of helping them reach their dreams, you're going to see you start accomplishing all of the little bitty things that you were lacking. And this is the art of giving. And this is the art of receiving. This is planting seeds and watching them grow. This is the part of manifestation that a lot of people don't understand. In order to be in order to be a leader, you have to be a follower. In order to be a like a master, you have to be a disciple. Like you have to have the apprentice. Like that's in all levels of life. So before you just a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur, before you just producing 100,000, 400-some thousand, before that happens, bro, the character that started that business, the individual that started that business is not the individual that is sitting here in front of you today, giving you the phone and telling you to read that.
Right.
So for someone that's going to come to me after this actual interview and after this actual podcast and start saying, yo, bro, put me on game. I want to learn how to do Forex. I want to learn how to do crypto. I want to learn how to be diverse. I want to learn how to fill these cups up and get them overflowing. How could you help me? The same person that calls me and the same person that reaches out to me is not going to be the guy to receive that fruit.
Yep.
You're going to have to become a better person. You're going to have to self-develop. You're going to have to basically become better than you was yesterday to be able to receive the things for tomorrow. And this is the biggest thing right now in today's world, where you got so many fucking people, bro, living off yesterday and talking about it today. And telling people, you know what, girl? I got to go to sleep, girl. I got to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll call you tomorrow. Right. And they talk about that same shit. Mm-hmm. And then they keep going and going and going. And we already broke down what the future is.
Exactly.
So imagine when people are not even energetically even in tune with that, they get lost in the sauce, bro. And now you start talking aliens. Now you start talking antivirus. Now you start talking pedophiles. Now you start talking Epstein. Now you start talking government restrictions. Now you start talking biometrics ID. Now you start talking, I don't even know if you heard of the company called Flock. Mm-mm. But imagine Flock is the company that the police department has been using for ages to be able to read license plates on a mass scale as they're traveling. Damn. So an officer can be behind you in traffic and read 5 plates through the CCC, the cameras. Yeah. Well, now they have updated their system, and for the last 4 or 5 years, they've implemented millions of more cameras. And now those cameras not only can read your license plate, but they can also read the biometrics of the individual in the car because of the digital ID on your driver's license.
I think I've heard of this.
And now they can track your movement for up to like 10 to 15 hours.
I heard the story, I think, about this is the reason why now car dealerships are no longer producing like blues, greens, orange, reds, purple cars like they used to do in the 70s and 80s. Because that machine right there can read black, white, and gray.
Yeah.
That's what everything is being 100%. Mass made as. Black, 100%. White, and gray.
This is why they're trying to put all of the kill switches in all of the new cars.
Wow. Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
This is the game, bro. So while everybody is talking all of this noise, they're ushering in new systems to lock you down. Mm-hmm. And the only way to get around that is thinking outside of the box and not get caught up in the noise. And so you have to have a purpose. You got to have a mission. You got to have a why that is bigger than your children. Because sometimes, bro, you ain't trying to deal with your kids.
Damn right.
Bro, I'm down like dead ass, bro. Sometimes you're like, bro,
yeah.
my kids?
Yeah.
Nigga.
Mine is sick right. She's sick right now.
Bro.
Jack, I ain't had good sleep in a week.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. So it's like people like, man, my kids are my why. And I'm like, that ain't big enough. It ain't going to be big enough when the trials and tribulations come, and now your kids done got on your nerve, and now you need your kids to be your why, and that you ain't fucking with them right now.
That's
you
powerful.
see?
Yeah, that was powerful.
I'm telling you. So that's why I say, man, your why got to come within you. And that has to be something that consistently excites you. So I'm telling you, the reason why I'm able to produce what I'm able to produce, because I keep that fire going, bro. And the minute I feel that fire dimming out a little bit, guess what I do? I pour gasoline all over that motherfucker. And guess my gasoline? Energy.
Yeah.
Energy. I go give it energy. And the minute you start giving some energy, you start loving on the situation, guess what it's going to do? It's going to grow. And then when it start growing, you got to be willing to literally understand the fruit that you planted. You got to be understand. You got to smell your roses. So many people are gardeners, but they ain't smelling their roses. And then when the rose come up, it's dying before they realize it was even blooming because they're so busy doing other things. And that's, again, immediately trying to have 5, 6, 7 streams of income without learning how to manage one.
You're absolutely right. My mentor told me the greatest thing ever when I started like on this journey of when I was a little bit fearful of taking on clients and not only fixing and repairing their credit, that I was fine with. But when I actually started to dabble in getting capital and doing funding for companies, right? And actually getting them large amounts of money, he told me, you're not just doing the service and the product, it's selling the transformation of who the person is that they can become once you deliver this money to them. And I was just like, got it. You know, in the metaphor that he used was just like, you know, think of like this mom and pop coffee shop, right? It has to go up against Starbucks and all these other different big, huge stores. But when you walk inside that store, there's a little pamphlet on there and it's marketing. It's marketing if you know what the scheme is, right? And it says, be an office hero. And you buy a box, right? It's 12 donuts, couple coffee pouches, you know what I mean? And some stickers.
Yeah.
What that little coffee shop was doing was selling you the transformation, not buy this coffee and buy these donuts, by being the office hero.
Yeah. Setting the office on point, getting everybody ready to go.
Because what does everybody want to be?
They want to
I want to be the hero.
I want to be the hero.
Let me buy that. I came in here really for my own vanilla latte.
Yeah.
Now I'm walking out the office hero.
Yeah.
And I was just like, got it.
100%.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sell the transformation.
Sell the transformation.
Powerful.
It's like even in my business, it's like anybody can sell products, but who is selling the concept of natural healing?
There it is.
I don't need to sell the products for natural healing. The products sell themselves.
Exactly.
I sell the concept. And I get people to understand that, yo, your skin is the biggest organ on your body. Why are you putting stuff inside it? Like, seriously business. Like, when you start bumping your elbow, you ready to put some ointments on your elbow. You ready to put some cream on your elbow. Your skin get dry. You ready to do all that stuff to your screen. But as soon as you get a headache, you ready to take an Excedrin.
Okay, but can I ask you that twofolds, or the devil's advocate? What about you doing ayahuasca? You doing DMT?
This is the younger version of me.
Got you. Okay.
You understand? This is the secret of myself.
Got it. There we go.
So this is before you get this version of me.
Understood.
This is me trying to get questions answered that I had. It's like, yo, where the hell Jesus going from 16 to 33?
Yeah.
I had questions.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this guy come back at 33 walking on water and performing miracles. What did he do between that? Because I lost my virginity at 12. I'm like smacking babysitters at 17. So he disappeared from 16 to 33. Like what? So these was that was in that little time frame.
Gotcha.
I'm like 28, 29, 30, whole bunch of money, got a whole bunch of status, whole bunch of titles, and I want to run from that limelight, and I want to be more isolated and within myself. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Versus being told what I want to do, I want to start telling people what to do. So I'm trying to figure out how to transition in that. And then people are leading me into these things. And I'm just like, well, fuck it. Let's try this. And then boom. I'm telling somebody about my dreams. I'm telling some people about this. And then that leads me into the things. And because I'm a risk taker and because I'm like, I fail more than most people try. So I'm like trying everything. You see, to get where I want to be. And then when I realized, I'm like, oh, bro, I don't need that. I don't need to be sitting fucking pouring something in my body, in my temple to just to veer off to speak to some entities that is already in my mind. I only need Jesus. I only need God. I only need prayer. I only need that word. I need that scripture. And that from that scripture, that's my sword. My belief, that's my shield.
Right.
Now I'm ready to swing the sword because I'm physically fit because it takes action. And not only am I ready to swing the sword, for everybody that's looking, I'm ready to swing it many times. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not just going to swing it once. I'm going to swing it many times. And then that's where I go viral. Where someone is putting out one piece, I'm putting out 3. And then I want to put the 3. I'm like, people's like, well, I've already posted 3. I don't care. I'm posting another one. I'll post back to back if I have to. I don't care.
Right.
And that's the difference between me and almost like everybody else. I'll go to Kentucky for a smaller event when I'm like already 24 years in business, and I'll go stand there 3-4 days and start talking and loving on people, and then I meet the blue people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like that because without doing those things, you just sit back and you watch your vehicle moving, and now as I get so far off, and now you lose control. And then when they have to gain control, you have to get into a whole nother vehicle and go catch up with that vehicle and then kick those people out that is driving that vehicle that you gave responsibilities for, but they're not driving that vehicle like it's theirs. And this is what I would also say to the inspiring entrepreneurs. Consistently have the as if I.
Ooh.
And that is the I of bringing people into your business, and that I seeks that as if it was their business. That's how they operate with you. So
Right.
I only hire people who work as if it's their business when they're out working for my company.
Okay.
So nobody's working for me. Everybody's working with me. I can be in the field, and just because of my presence, people know who I am. But you can see a group of us and not know who's the boss and not know who's the owner, because everybody is on point. And that's the type of operation I like to run.
With that being said, do you think then you are a great person? You're great at hiring, or do you feel like you're great at firing because you get rid
Both.
of those people? Okay.
Both, bro.
There we
Because
go.
I don't do any marketing or any advertisement to hire people. I attract them.
There we go.
I attract all the people that I need. Like most of my salesmen were just customers, but I'm also willing to understand, like, yo, bro, you can't hold on to bad apples. And most people would say, yo, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, so you have to basically like just cut the apple off and then allow the tree to flourish. I'm gonna cut the whole motherfucking tree. Fuck the whole tree. You producing bad fruit. Just that simple. You're producing bad fruit. Now you can take that into women, you take that into whatever.
Yep.
If you're producing bad fruit, you're a bad tree. And the only way to become a better tree is to grow new roots. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
and most people's roots are so deep because they just learned the wrong thing well. So you have to be willing to go, you know what? There's an empty spot over there. Let me go plant my roots over there. Let me go grow over there. And let me see what other people grow around me from over there. And this is the difference between me being in Arkansas, me being in Argentina, me being all over the world, me being in India, me coming back into Vegas, and people saying, how do you be in Vegas and not go and gamble? How you in Vegas and not dealing with the strip? How you in Vegas and dealing with the vices? I said, because everything that Vegas have to offer, those are not my vices. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get caught up here.
Yep.
I get caught up in understanding, like, I like to move when the lights are off here. So that means I'm moving early in the morning. So I'm moving on a whole different time scale where people going to bed, I'm up and moving.
Right.
You see, so that is that. I met a guy just yesterday. I was filling up, the 555. I was filling up at 3:47 in the morning, and this guy was just going home from a club. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. He getting ready to go home. We both in the gas station. He buying Red Bulls and all of this extra shit, and I'm in there looking for some candy, like just being straight up. I'm like, I'm just looking for some candy, and I'm going, and I can see like fresh dressed. I'm like, damn, Bram, you looking good, bro. Where you going? He said, shit, man, I'm going home, fam. I've been getting it all night long, and I'm just like, he's like, where you going? I said, bro, I'm finna go to the gym.
Yep.
You finna go to the gym at this time? I said, bro, what better time to go? It's like, I'm finna go work on myself before anybody is up.
Yep.
This is my time. This is me time.
And he's just praying he don't get a DUI.
He just praying that he make it home safe.
Exactly.
You see the vision?
Yep, absolutely.
You see. So this is like, operate on a different time frame, operate on a different level. Like, you are responsible for your vibration.
Yep.
And your frequency. So elevate on a different frequency than others.
I'd like to see where you go with this one. If sitting next to me was Mr. H 10 years in the future, and you had the opportunity to ask him one question, what would the question be? But two, he gets to respond back to you. What do you think his response would be?
I would ask, when did you let off the gas pedal? When is the time to let off the gas pedal? Because at this point, it's like, I'm always on the gas. Like I told you, bro, I got to be at the airport at 4 a.m. It's already 8:00 at night. If I cut my phone back on, I'm already saying my wife's like, what is taking you long? You told me it was going to be 1 hour. Like, what, the girls are waiting on you. Like I'm already knowing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would ask, like, when did you take the foot off the gas? Like, when was it safe to take the foot off the gas? Because I never feel like it's safe to take the foot off the gas because of the surroundings and the people that are around me.
Okay.
So I feel like you always got to be on the neck. You always got to be on the forefront because you're leading. And his proper response would probably be, for sure, everything has its proper timing. Everything has its proper timing. You can only be in cruise control for so long. And at the end of the day, you stop whenever you want to stop because you already got enough. You're already living in the land of more than enough. What more can you have? And that goes back to that greed. And this is my battle till date right now. It's like my wife's like, why are you going out of town tomorrow? You just got back. Why do you have to go? Bro, you already fucking like $70,000. What else do you seeking?
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, I'm on 120, motherfucker. I got to get 125 right now, you know? Right. But it's also because I always have these new people around me that are looking at the fire in my eyes because I'm not selling them on my money. They're buying the fire.
Yep.
And when they buy the fire in the eyes, this is why everybody will follow. And when they follow, they see that they follow that fire. As long as that fire is there, bro, they're going to as if it. You see? Like that. So I would directly ask him, like, bro, when is a good time to let the foot off the gas? Because, bro, I'm like, I'm 5 months in the Achilles tendon surgery. I'm still gassed to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still pressing the gas, bro.
I feel like that response to you also is exactly how he would respond to you. Not like straight and direct, but
100%.
Like, yeah,
100%.
That's a way that you would answer.
This is the only way. It's like, bro, time is time. You'll know. You'll know. You know, you can't be on cruise control forever because you ain't going to just sit there and keep pressing the gas going 80, 95, 75, 55, back up 65, back 78. You ain't going to do it. You're going to put yourself on cruise control. And I'm on cruise control, but I'm moving faster than everybody.
Everybody else around you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm moving faster than everybody. You see what I'm saying? And I think, like, if we go by just anything today, there's going to be so much shit that is going to come to the forefront, like, and people are not going to be prepared for it. Like, once people hear this and they start Googling even the blue people, they're going to be shocked that it's real.
Right. They're
going to be shocked that it's real people. And I'm going, bro, they're finna start selling us on this type of shit. All of these crafts, these unidentified objects, these are all government crafts. These are all government operated crafts. They're just showing you that they've done test footages on. They're showing you this. And the reason why they want to show you, because they want to see your response, the cause and effect. You understand? It's the fear tactic. It's like, if we scare them, let me see how they react. And when they react, let me sell them solution. Like, that's the game. So I'm going, why be in that number? Create your own stats. Create your own vibe. Create your own scenarios. Create your own statistics. Like, create your own. Have your own. Grow your own. Do your own. That's the vibe. And whatever it takes to do that, whatever excites you, go there. And then don't stop. Every time you fail, start more, get more excited. Because if you can fail, you can succeed. If you can fail, I'm telling people, if you can fail, you can succeed at it. And it's just a matter of you just doing the proper due diligence on the analysis of your data and making the proper in-game adjustments and just constantly moving forward.
Yeah.
Because I'm the guy that go, if I knock on this door and I realize the door is locked, I'm going to search out who got the key. And if I can't find the key, I got enough skills from back in my heyday to open the door on its own, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But I'm not trying to unlock doors with that type of force. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now I'm coming to the point where doors are already unlocked. It's just a matter if I want to go through them or not.
There it is.
Because you're going to get to a point where every door that you're seeking is unlocked already. And you're going to have the skill sets to get to the door. Do you have the character to go through there and stay? And this is where character comes into the play. And this is where character, this is where discipline, this is where consistent, this is where, can you look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, this is me. And this is where I want to go. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm been. And this is where I'm going. And there's a few doors that I'm going to have to get through to get there. And so I know that this is a skinny ass door. So my cousin that is weighing like 400 pounds, he ain't going to be able to get through it. My friend that's lazy, he ain't gonna be able to get through it. And that's where we're gonna go, bro. And people gotta understand, like, sometimes you just gotta go by yourself and meet new people. And then those new people is gonna be the reason why you get more excited. Because now you're telling people how you just failed. And you just met a guy who just failed in the same thing and now he's succeeding, and then he gives you that little dime. And that dime is what you was missing to elevate up to unlock that new door. And now you have the character, you have the skills, you have the experience, you have the vibration, you have the frequency, you already been given, and now your receiving is in that door because blessing comes on different levels.
Right about that. And even after everything that you just said, with what we've been talking about today, I feel like the biggest nugget to take away was being open to try everything and failing is not actually a failure. That's the success actually that's in it. Because you said something in there where even the government is showing you the UFOs and all of these other things. It's really just to see how you react to it and how much can they push you. So even the powers that be are still trying everything to get back the data.
100%.
Because they don't know. And it might be crazy, it might be controversial to say or whatever, but like the cure for cancer was figured out in the 50s.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
There's no money in the cure of cancer. The money,
it's money in keeping people sick.
Keep the people sick, and it's in the cancer treatment. So
and you know where also money is at? Shaking people's belief.
There we go.
They give you UFOs to shake your belief on Christ. Because the minute you start believing in other things, you start losing faith. You see? And in the minute someone is not believing in something and now their faith is gone, you can make them do anything, bro, at that point.
Yeah.
You can make them do anything.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No, you're absolutely right, man. This one right here, I know is going to be, I feel like it was a paradigm of red pill, blue pill, but also like come back to the awakening, but also leave here with some real actionable shit where you have to look in the mirror at yourself.
100%.
Like the blame game is done. It's ran its course. The victim mentality, like you said, has ran its course. Even if your dad was locked up, bro, you're 35 now.
You're 35.
Pops got locked up.
Your decisions is hurting you.
Come on now. Quit blaming Pops. Quit blaming Mom. Like, this is on you, man or female. You know what I mean? I hope that the audience, wherever they were at listening to this today or in the future, they're able to actually receive it, because there was a lot in this one, man.
Amen.
This one right here is your camera, brother. You already know what to do. Let them know how they can reach you, get a hold of you.
So you guys already know, this is Mr. Holistic coming to you on the ones and twos once again in my homeboy Mateo's Outbox Studios right here in Las Vegas, where we live, a.k.a. Blessing Cities. Who needs to be sinning? You know what I'm saying? So you can catch me on MrHolistic888.com. That is my website for all the holistic products. And I always say, my products are extremely expensive because I want you to reach out. Let me say that again. My products are extremely expensive because I want you to reach out. And then when you reach out, I'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying? You can reach me on Instagram, Mr. Holistic. I ain't even got a TikTok no more because of ticks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got a TikTok no more because of ticks.
To get booted off because the tick and the tick of the top.
I'm like, what the fuck? TikTok tripping on tick? The fuck? That's your first name.
That's crazy.
So like I said, bro, y'all can find me at Mr. Holistic. You can always Google me. You can research me. You can do whatever you like. Mr. Holistic 888. I'm all over. I'm not hard to find. I'm always saying I'm not hard to find. But just understand, we stay locked and loaded, and we keep one in the chamber, and we keep knife sharp. You know what I'm saying? I have on my leg right here, says CV Possum Para Balaam.
Meaning?
And what that means is, if one wants peace, one must prepare for war. And I am living in peace because I've already prepared for war. You know what I'm saying? I have ammunition. I have guns. I have all of that. But we're not worried about none of that. We're worried about elevating so high. That is even irrelevant. You see? That's where we at. So now you know where you at, bro.
The man who just told you he has a little militia ain't worried about nothing. You know what I mean? But hey, I appreciate you, big dog. I knew that this one was gonna be fun.
Yes.
I knew the audience, like I told you at the very beginning, they asked for this one. So hopefully we were able to deliver. And if not, I give us the permission to run it back for number 3.
Run it back, baby. Round 3, baby.
So I'm
round 3. We gotta get Mateos from back on the ones and twos and sit his ass out here,
that
bro.
That would be fun. Thank you so much, man.
Man, you're more than welcome, man. Man, yo, deuces, beautiful people. Deuces.
You guys already know. Do you have a dream, aspiration, something that you want to go forth and conquer? I want you to double down on that. Even if everyone in your corner, everyone by your ringside, everyone that's always been by you thinks that you can't accomplish it because they've never seen it done, I want you to double down on that. And if you try to explain your dream or your goal to someone else and they don't understand it, that's because God gave the dream and the goal to you, not to them. Double down on it. And if you ever meet me in the streets, please say what's up, because I'd love to meet the double down version of you. And that was today's episode.